everybody and welcome to a very special Taff's Word. I know the thumbnail says Taff Live, but what I'm presenting to you now will eventually be a Taff Live, and I got to sort of get in there like I know you can just about see Leanne's legs there and her fluffy little slippers. But anyway, I'm presenting an interactive game that we're going to have a bit of a tournament on if we get the interest, of course. And I'm just going to run you through what this game is exactly. So it is a football-based game, and it is something that you can make at home quite easily. And I can tell you where you can get everything from. So what we got on the table here is obviously a little spongy football, which will do. I bought a pack of 4 of them from Tesco earlier today. Just in time before the bloody lockdown, of course, happy days. 2 dice in, obviously that's the home team dice. H is on there. This here is the away team dice with the A's on there. 2 dice per cup. And as you can see here, what this says here is home team in possession. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that means, right? So the way this game works, right? Home team gets an advantage, so home team gets to kick off. As you can see, I got marked cards all the way up. So like for example, away attack versus home goalkeeper. So obviously this is the home end, as you can see, home, and then the away end is right up here, away. In that goal in the far end, so you can see the goal is here. So basically, you'll kick the game off. Home team will be in possession. So you roll the home team dice against the away team dice, and what happened then if the team in possession, so the home team, wins the dice roll, they will advance up to the next level. So each of these cards represent a different level. So there's 7 levels going up either end. So straight and right from the middle, midfield versus midfield. As you can see there, that's where the kickoff will happen. Away midfield versus home midfield. My handwriting is awful, I know, but as long as you can read it. The next one then will be midfield and defence against midfield and attack for the home team going forward. So the spin on this, right, the way that this game is not just chance and that you actually apply something that could gain you something of an advantage, is that when it comes to the dice roll, before each game you're given the opportunity to add extra points to go towards that dice roll for a particular position. So as you move the ball up each different level, you're doing a position versus another position. So if you got 0 points added on both of the positions, if both teams got 0 points added to both the positions, then it will just be purely down to the dice roll. Whereas if you want to give, basically there's going to be 2 sets of points. There's going to be a 4-point and a 2-point. So you can give 4 points to one position, attack, midfield, defence or goalkeeper, and then 2 points to another, but you're leaving the other 2 exposed with having 0 extra points. So let's just say you're an attacking team and you want to give your midfield 2 points and your attack 4 points. When it comes down to the crunch, if you do get the ball forward into the attacking position, and let's just say that's the away team and the ball is here because it's the home goalkeeper versus the away attacker. Let's just say we're going to do a little bit of a trial run now, right? So the home team rolls first, and because it's the home team, they always kick off. Every home team kick the game off starting. I know it should be a dice roll, but what kind of advantage are you going to give the home team if you're not going to give? That's the only advantage I can think of at the beginning of the game. So this is just an example now. So this is here, home goalkeeper versus away attacker. So it reads the same both sides. So when you're playing this in your own home, if you end up making this game for yourselves, you can see which position of yours is going up against which position of your opponents. So here we go. We've got the home goalkeeper versus the away attacker. And this is how we're playing this one now. The home team has designated 2 points to their goalkeeper, 4 points to their midfield. And then the away team have designated 2 points to their midfield and 4 points to their attack. So the home team have got an extra 2 points for their goalkeeper on the dice roll, but the away team has an extra 4 points for their attacker. So we give it a little roll, we give it a little thing like that, and then the dice reads 9. So then the home team have 9 points on that, plus their 2 points for the goalkeeper, so that means they get 11. The away team have 7 plus their 4, which also means 11. So, in the event of a draw, I'm glad we demonstrated that. In the event of a draw, it will be another roll, simples. So, home team, I'm going to do it on the wood. It's not quite so loud. So, there you go, and you can see it there. 10 plus 2, that means the home team and their goalkeeper has 12. Away team has 8. So that 8 plus 4 is 12. So we're stuck. There's a scramble in the box on at the moment. Let's go for the home team again. So that's 8. Home team 8 plus 2 is 10. And then the away team 8 plus 4 is 12. So the away team gets a goal. So the away team will then go 1-0 up. And there's these little bits of cards here. So every time one team gets a goal, you put a little bit of card next to them so you know that they've got 1 goal. So when it comes to the end of the game, you know who's winning. So I know it's difficult to see from this camera angle, but when I'm bringing these videos, they will be on live stream, and the people whose teams are entered will be watching. And then basically you're wondering then, how does a game end? Is it a first 2 or is it timed? I'm going to tell you now it's timed, because if it's a first 2 and we get a lot of stalemates, and we've just seen a couple of them then, and obviously if the possession changes, as you can see, home team in possession, what I should have had was flipping that over when we were doing that to say away team in possession. So that's what it'll be. As you're going on, you'll see away team in possession or home team in possession. So you're going to know who's in possession each time. So whenever say the team in possession loses a dice roll, you don't lose a position, you change the possession, and then it just carries on. I have here another foam. Oh, can we get past? There we go. So there we go. 10 minutes is the game time. So as soon as the ball's there, like I say, home team possession to start with, kick the game off, I start, and then it's away. So I'm watching the time as the referee. There is no stoppage time. Bang, home team 7 points versus away team 6 points. So home team will advance to the next level. And then let's just say we get the same roll again, home team advances. And then you get the same roll again, home team advances. And then you get a different roll and the away team wins. Away team is then in possession. And if the away team wins again, they get to move it forward. And then they get to move it forward. And I think you get my gist on this one then. If then, like the away team scored a goal, it starts again with the other team in possession from the centre circle, as it would like that. So basically what seems like something of a complicated game is actually not all that complicated, and in times like what we're suffering through at this particular moment, this could be the perfect distraction that people need. You know, we're going to try and bring this to you as often as we can. We will make everybody aware of when we're doing a game night. So if you want to get involved, you enter a team, you pick your own team name, and then you basically choose before every game which points you want to allocate to which position. So midfield, defence, attack, goalkeeper, you choose which position gets the 4 points added to their dice roll, and then which position gets the 2 points added to their dice roll. And as you can see, there are times where midfield, attack, midfield and defence meet each other. So it will purely be, if your attack has got an extra 4 points, they will allocate the extra 4 points there. If your attack and your midfield has an extra 4 points, well, if your attack and midfield has the extra 4 on the 2, guess what? They get the 6 on that one. So, personally, I think this is going to be pretty damn epic. Like I say, I completely came up with this all by myself, never seen it anywhere else before. It was just an idea I had. Listening to TalkSport the other day, when you had somebody talking about a dice roll of your own football match, and I thought, well, the way they were doing it was all well and good and all that, and it was purely just luck of the draw on that. This makes it just a little bit different. You know, you have to actually physically advance by winning a dice roll, or win possession back by winning a dice roll, and then because you get to allocate your points to your different positions, you're then putting something of a tactical twist into it yourself, you see. So that there is the idea I have, and if you want to get involved, these are the rules. You have to be a subscriber of our channel, for one. You then have to, on this video, in the comments, say, I want to enter, or just give me some indication that you want to enter. To start with, we're going to have 8 teams. If the interest is there, we will then move up. So it's basically a first come, first serve thing. So if the interest is there, we have to go up in multiples. That will allow us to have a proper tournament. I want to do group stages, you know, just so it can prolong. So if you lose one, you're not out of it straight away. You know, you can lose your first one and do well in the others. Group stages will apply as per normal. A draw will count as a result. And then after the group stage, everybody will play each other twice as a home and an away team. And then it will be purely luck of the draw from there on in the knockout stages. So the way I want to do it, to start with, 8 teams. So the first 8 people to say that they want to enter, enters their team. So you enter your team with your team name as well. So make sure you do that. Obviously this means you have to have a YouTube account. To be a subscriber, you have to have a YouTube account. And then to enter, you have to comment on this video to say you're entering. And then if you don't turn up to a game, you forfeit automatically to a 3-0 loss. So if you're in a group stage, if you don't turn up to a game, so basically the way we'll do it is if we have 2 groups, say for example on a Monday night is Group A. So if you're in Group A, you've got to make sure you're watching on that night so you can allocate the points to which positions you want to allocate, and you do that through the super chats, because when this kicks off, we will be live. So you don't have to be a Newport County fan to enter this, although there could be a cheeky giveaway for the winner of the competition itself. So it probably will be Newport County orientated, but you'll want to enter it purely for the fun, won't you? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you understand. If you don't, I'm looking at putting the rules out in a text format. So I will be putting it across all of the Amber Army social media streams, and then of course on here. And I'll look at adding it to the description of this video as well when I do get around to doing it. It is going to be a bit of a long-winded thing, so it's going to be a bit of a cut and paste job, I know. But anyway, guys, that's our game. If you want to enter, you know how to do it now. So let's do this. Hopefully we'll get the 8 teams to make an initial 2 groups of 4. You know, so the top 2 make it through to the semi-finals, and then it will be drawn out of a hat, and there will be live draws for them. Hopefully we'll get to 16 teams, so we can have 4 groups, so we can prolong the tournament even longer, and so and so. So then from 16 teams, we then have to double that to 32 teams. And then if there's more than that even, then we're looking at 64 teams. So I think that's pretty much where we're going to cap it. I don't think we're going to get that much. Personally, I'm aiming for 16. I'll be happy if we get 16 entries. So, what are we waiting for? Get an enter. Thank you for watching. Cheerio for now, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again. Make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.